All right. Well, hello everyone. So we're doing Hot Cocoa Corner this evening on July 1st, and just touching base on the schedule for this week, as well as some of the stuff that's been happening in the games that I follow, as well as we're going to end this with I think a kind of a watch long stream with the Zenless Zone Zero videos, because I realized they put out a lot of videos when I wasn't looking, and it might be kind of fun to sort of get us hyped in order to watch it. Originally, I was thinking about doing it before Zenless Zone Zero debuted, but I kind of was like, well, hey, I might be out at that point, so we're going to take a look at it today and hopefully have some fun with that. Okay, so first off, let us go hop over to our website view. There you go. You don't need to see me twice. All right, so for the weekly schedule for July 1st to July 7th, we of course are doing Hot Cocoa Corner this Monday. Tomorrow we'll be trying to do some Wuthering Waves. Hopefully it'll work out okay. Last time I wasn't able to use my model for it because issues with the game, but we'll see, because they apparently seem to have updated the whole thing, so hopefully that'll work out a little bit more. Wednesday we're going to do some Genshin and check out the Imaginary Theater. They said it's out live right now, and from what I've heard, some people have been complaining about it, but we're going to see it for ourselves and see how that works out. That's going to be at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. Thursday at 10 p.m., I believe for me, is going to be the Zenless Zone Zero debut. So we're going to get started with that, try that out, see what that's like. And then on Friday, we have the Genshin 4.8 live stream. So we're going to see things about Emily, the Saturday event, maybe some Vatland preview for characters, which I'm hoping for, because if they don't, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, who am I gonna roll for? What am I gonna save up for? What's happening? And we don't know what that one is, when that one is specifically yet. They don't tell us usually until Wednesday. So I put down 7 or 8 a.m. because that's what they usually do. Sometimes they put it at 9, but other times it's usually at 7 or to 8. So that's what we're going to be covering for this week. Now, going into some of the stuff for Genshin, let's see. Basically, like I said, they're talking about the Imaginary Theater. Some people have been complaining about it, but we will have to see for ourselves how it is. It looks fun to me, at least, and you get to like different poses for your characters and things, which sounds kind of cute. They put out a July calendar for Tartaglia with all of the birthdays. So next birthday coming up, which is on Friday, is Barbara's, followed by Kave's, and so on and so forth. It's kind of cute. Kuki and Klee have their birthdays on the same day. Oh, hi Blaze. Thanks for coming. So yeah, so kind of interesting that they have they share a birthday. To be honest, Ito and Paimon also share a birthday, and because it's Kids Day and it's supposed to show that like, oh, they're kind of like young at heart type of idea. But we have that. Tomorrow the Spino Double Blaster Water Cannon Marksmanship Challenge event is going to start. You apparently can get a furnishing from this as well as Primo Gems and stuff. So that'll be really fun. That's going to start tomorrow. Let's see. Of course, they're doing a bunch of Siegeween stuff because, you know, her banner's up and she's brand new. But we're having some of that. Hoyo Fest is apparently going to be starting pretty soon, so we're going to have some stuff for that. I don't know exactly when. Let's say. Yeah, stay tuned for Genshin Impact's official social media platforms for further announcements. So, no specific date yet, but it's kind of funny how the amount of characters are expanding, because like we have Paimon from Genshin, Pom Pom from Honkai Star Rail, this little guy from Zenless Zone Zero. We have A-chan from Honkai Impact. I think this little guy is from Tears of Themis, and I think this lady is like a special character for like representing MiHoYo, but I'm not 100% sure. But they have all of those, and from what I've heard about the rumors, they actually are making a Animal Crossing / Harvest Moon type game. So that will actually be really cool if they actually make that. I'll definitely play that one as long as it's good and the characters are cute, which they usually are in most of these things. So that'll be really nice. Let's see. They put out some extra wallpapers and stuff for Cloran and the twins. Guy Miko's birthday was last week. It's kind of funny. People were like, "Where is this? Where is this connected?" And apparently, if you look right here, you can see a light bit of pink. That's her. That's where her tail's connecting. So it is actually connected to her. It's not like she's holding it in space or something. It actually is connected. I saw this before. I was like, wait a minute. We're like, this should be here somewhere. It technically is, but it's under her clothes. But you have her, which is really cute. You also, let's see. They talked a little bit about Farina because, of course, her banner is going on right now. A also got a birthday art, which I think is beautiful. She looks super cute here, and both her and Miku are doing their hair in theirs, but very cute. They got their little chibis and stuff like that. They also talked about their pop-up tour. How far back can we go? Should we go? Nice. Or no? Oh, that's right. I'm looking at the wrong calendar. I'm looking at. I've already moved my thing over to July, and I'm trying. Like, wait a minute. When was the last Hot Cocoa Corner ended? That was. Check a second. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, the 24th. So we're almost there. So we got some really cute stuff for Sigeween. She also has her little trailers, things like that, which are really cute. And we have a topic event for Hoya Lab. If you guys are interested in that, as well as just some other little Sigeween stuff with some little emojis. Her demo is also really cute too, because she's talking about how, like, good plants and health and things like that. So there's a lot of characters that actually show up in her trailer too. So, or her demo, I should say, her demo. So that's super cute. It's also really cute to see that the Melusines basically are like, yeah, they don't see Sigeween as different at all. They're just like, yeah, Sigeween's a Melusine. We treat her exactly the same way as everybody else. And that is really cute. So then we did this one last week. So that's up for Genshin right now. Honkai Star Rail. Let's see. Firefly's banner is still going. They're having a couple little events and things. There's one for Silver Wolf. Jackets and things. Oyo Fest as well. Talking about the Radiant Field Spar, which is really nice. I've been wandering around it. It's very pretty. They're also doing a Planet Fissure event right now, as well as talking about Fireflies, trailer, stuff like that. I've actually not watched this one. I saw her cry in the thumbnail, and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna watch that one. Also, too, I'm trying to save up for Zhao Cho, the fox guy, and I do not want any threat to those stellar shades. So I'm sorry, Firefly, but I will have to wait until next time to get you. Let's see. Also, they're coming to Comic-Con. And that's for the winners for that one. More Firefly. Lots of Firefly art this week. Some really pretty stuff. Here's Firefly's Daily Notebook. Like I said before, I think Firefly, they're basically using her to sort of represent the Valkyries from Honkai Impact, and that's why it's kind of a big push to have her. They also kind of pushed her in the whole, like, oh, she's the Trailblazer's new ship, which I find kind of interesting because, like, they had originally pushed the March 7th and Trailblazer ship, and now it's like, oh no, Firefly is the new ship. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. You were pushing March, and now you're pushing Firefly. What happened to March? What are you going to do with her? You know, so it's like, what happened there? Either there's just a lot of people who really like Firefly, and then now something's horrible is going to happen to her. I've seen a rumor where people have said that this last story patch happened too smoothly, and it was too many good things, and we're probably going to like find out that we were still dreaming and that Firefly actually did die and yada yada, which I'm like, I think that's a little bit too much of a bummer. Even for a Honkai game, especially after they pushed her so much, I think it's going to hurt a lot of people. But we'll have to see about all that. But there you go with that. As for Wuthering Waves, Jinxi's banner is going. It is, and also the main story is happening, which is pretty good. New land equals new ship. Yeah, I guess so. That is true. Makes me kind of interested when we go to the next world. Is there going to be a completely different ship? That would be kind of weird. But we're doing that. Let's see. They have this battle rush for records and stuff that they have, so you can like show off how you do. Excuse me. They also put out this nice July character with Yinlin. So very, very, very kind of pretty. Let's see. Lots of stuff for Jinxie, because of course she's the banner that's up right now. Changling is going to be after. You can kind of see Changling in some spots too. Like for example, she shows up with Jinxie a lot because she is Jinxie's teacher and things like that. So they'll have her there, which is really nice. They have Abby. They haven't done the drip marketing yet. But everybody's kind of like, oh, where's the drip marketing? What's happening? Some person even said that, oh my gosh, Abby got drip marketed before anybody else. Because obviously Abby is not a playable character. It is the Paimon / pom-pom / cute little fuzzy critter mascot character. It's kind of interesting because if you look at if you look at Pom Pom and Paimon, you put them together, they do kind of make Abby. Like Abby is very much I'm hungry all the time and stuff like that. But he's also very like, I'm gonna protect you, Rover. Don't worry, you could rely on me. And he's already kind of proved himself more useful than Paimon. But his shape is very reminiscent to Pom Pom, in the sense that he is a small fuzzy mammal who is male and has big ears, which is kind of interesting. He also kind of pops up and talks, but he talks to the Rover, not for the Rover. So I thought that was a really good change, instead of like Paimon, who just constantly talks for the Traveler and never lets you get a word in edgewise. I think the way they're supposed to be doing it is that the Traveler isn't really that talkative. And so they rely on Paimon to do the talking for them. But the thing is, in the game, we've never actually really seen the Traveler kind of like not wanting to talk, like being nervous or anything. So it just seems like Paimon's cutting the Traveler off all the time. But there you go with that. They also have the fan creation event has finished. They reviewed the winners if you guys want to check that out. They have a bunch of these live action things too about going to Mount Firmament. Mount Firmament, by the way, is also very beautiful. I think it's a lot more cohesive than the big area that we got in the game currently. So hopefully what happens is maybe Wuthering Waves will go back and try to make the mainland more cohesive, because right now it kind of seems like just a bunch of different areas mushed next to each other at times, and so there's a little bit of an issue there. But it's not horrible, I will say, but it could use a little bit more togetherness, I guess. Let's see. So the story is also very good. I've done it. It's I think it also helps that both Chang Li and Jin Si's voice actresses did a really good job. They kind of bring the whole thing to life. The Rover still kind of sounds a little flat, I guess, in English, but it's not too bad, and they don't talk too much, so that kind of works out okay. They also, of course, have the banners going on, so the weapon banner, and then Jinxie has Sanghua, Yang Yang, and Danjin on her banner. Pretty good. I don't think. They talk about Jue a little bit. Jue apparently is an echo. You can actually get a Jue echo and use it, which I believe you're supposed to attach it to Jinxie, but of course you could attach it to probably any Spectro character. I think the Spectro characters we have currently are Verena and Spector Rover, other than Jinxie. But this could be, if it's like, if you don't want to roll for Jinxie, like I do want Jinxie, but I really want to save up for Chang Li, because if I don't get her, I'll be really upset. She's like who I'm playing for. So it'll be one of those that if I get a good Jue Echo, I'll probably go and hold on to it for whatever Spectre character, or say DPS Spectre character is out there. Jue does look really cool, So I also have these other new echoes too, which are pretty good. You've got the Cassowary, the Clangbangs. The Clangbangs are really cute. Actually, they're like little wobbly ice cubes. And you use them to do. You can change into one and use it as part of puzzles and stuff. Super cute little guys. You got the lava larva. And then we got these guys. So we got the Glacier Dreadmane, we got this Light Crusher, Saber-tooth Tiger Cat, and we got this Luma Scale Construct, which actually looks really pretty. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the whatchamacallit? The Eye of the Storm in Genshin, but like without the storm part. Still looks really pretty though. Let's see. Yeah, this one is like Void Thunder or Freezing Frost. This one is a Spectro. This one could be Freezing Frost or Moonlit Clouds. This one is Fire or Vibrations. This one is lots of Freezing Frost. So good for characters like Baishi, I think, and some other ones. So pretty cool. I'll have to get some of these actually and put them on some of my characters. They are pretty deep. They are pretty cool. So so that's what we have for Wuthering Waves. And then, of course, the big thing, of course, is Endless Zone Zero, because it is coming out on Thursday, 4th of July, Independence Day in America. I saw someone say, wow, the great way of celebrating the independence, which is you play a Chinese game. But I'm like, hey, it's hype, right? It's and it makes it very special. For me, unfortunately, it's not going to be playable until I believe 10 p.m., while it is going to be playable in China at 10 a.m. because of how that whole thing works. So I'll have to get on really quick to say, hey, I got on, I started up, I got my first character or whatever. I started this on launch day on July 4th. The pre-download is apparently tomorrow, so I'm going to make sure I do that so that when I come back and be like, okay, let's get on, probably won't be for very long. I probably won't stream it for super long because it will be 10 o'clock. But now that I think about it, I might actually switch my schedule a little bit. I did put Imaginary Theater on here, but no, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, excuse me. my brain just gonna hiccup. I messed up my tea days. So yeah, so Thursday is the ZZ debut, and then on Friday is the Genshin stream, and that one's gonna be early. So we'll probably do the Genshin stream, and then maybe afterwards we'll play more Zenless Zone Zero. I have to make up my mind though. Zenless Zone Zero for me is one of those I have to get into it and play it and see if I like it. And if I do, I'll keep playing it and maybe stream it a bunch. But if not, it'll just kind of get put to the side. I might do one of those, take breaks from it and things like that. But we will have to see. It depends on how if I like it. But yeah, just going into some of this stuff. They have a 24-hour countdown on Twitch that's coming, so you can actually go on there, and I guess they'll have a little countdown, which is a nice little 24-hour release party. Hasn't started yet, of course, because it's not. I guess it should start probably on Wednesday, probably on Wednesday night or so, depending on your time zone. So they have that, which is really cute. They're talking all about Ellen because she's like the first limited character that they're gonna have. We have her. Yeah, they actually put her as the July calendar as well. Yeah, they have some check-in events. At the tour of Europe. Yeah, so this is in Europe. There apparently is a music video coming out, which is really cool, and that should be tomorrow. So that's actually pretty hype. I have one of those, which is nice. It's kind of funny because they seem to try different art styles sometimes, but they do all kind of tend to have a sort of panty and stocking type of design, which I think is kind of interesting. If they're not doing the like professional artwork version. Let's see. Yeah, these things, these W engines are the weapons, and so this one would be for Ellen. As you can see, it's a little shark face. Deep Sea Visitor. So you're having that one. Let's talk a little bit about Ellen here. Ellen Jo, she's got a shark tail. She has a few teasers and things, which is kind of cool. We'll probably watch these when we get to the videos. Her tail, it's cute. Let's see, it goes live soon. Oh yeah, the "Come Alive" song is out, which is they did it during the stream. It was very good. They also talk about this girl Piper, and these are both apparently A rank, so basically 4 stars. So they mentioned about her, which makes sense because, as I kind of mentioned during the stream, when you look at her, she doesn't look like fluffy enough. Like if she was to be an S rank, you'd have a lot more like dangly things, like a giant bow or a big coat or something like that on her. But she looks very slim, and usually when you have slimish characters, they are basically generally A rankers. Not always, of course, because the design really doesn't have anything to do with whether they are 4-star or 5-star or A rank or S rank, but you know. Oh, also this is going on right now. This web event is kind of interesting. You basically go in and you flip cards and you do daily stuff. It's gonna end pretty soon though. It was going since the end of May. It's going to be ending. Well, I guess maybe not that soon. But basically, this is the stuff you can get. So, for example, what you do is you flip cards and get these items, and then you have your inventory that you can only fit certain ones in. Like hang on, let me hop over to mine real quick. Hopefully, I'm still logged in. Yeah. I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is the thing, and then you click the ball, okay, and then it will like give you what you matched up, and then if you go to your inventory, you'll be able to see that you have like a limited amount of space, and the bigger, better things take up more space than the smaller things. So in this case, I got one W engine, which is a weapon. I got 3 of these boupons. It's a cute word. Boupons, which are for pulling those little rabbit creature guys. And then I got one C1, which this is an artifact, basically. So you have basically weapon, currency for the little rabbit guys, and you have an artifact. Obviously you're not going to be able to bring everything because this is just a storage, but when this little piece here finally finishes ticking down, you'll be able to come onto this website, click the claim, and it will send it to your mail in your game, as long as of course you started it up. So there you go. So that's kind of nice. But you have that. And so on. So they're talking about here with us. We won't watch this whole thing or whatever, but they're talking about like, oh, Street Fighter, how to make a good fighting game and things like that. So that we also have Lucy. She's another A rank character. They don't seem to be on the banners though. So I don't know if they're already in the game or if they're going to be kind of like, oh, this is like pre-drip marketing, or not pre-drip marketing. Well, I guess it would be pre-drip marketing, but not like, I don't think they would go and have their debut and then for 1.1 they have no new S rank characters. That would be silly. But you have these two, which are pretty cool. They have the fan contest event. A lot of nice art there. They're having kind of a countdown. So like here's the five-day release. This one was kind of funny. A lot of people were like, how is the Zenless Zone Zero made a better coffee commercial than most coffee companies? They played this one during the live stream. It kind of threw some people off. They were like, coffee? What's going on? But no, it actually is part of the game, because the character who's making the coffee, he is an NPC in the game. So kind of fun in that whole regard there. So kind of cute. Let's see. Oh, also too, it made me not mad, but I was like, oh, come on. Because they went and they did the live stream and they talked about some stuff, but then they didn't actually like go into like stuff for what was happening in the game. They just talked about basic stuff and then didn't go on. And then after I ended the stream, they suddenly went and posted a bunch of stuff. So just to take a look at it. So we're having the official release, of course, on July 4th. They are giving us quite a few polls. So for the login for 33 polls, complete the relevant events to obtain and most free polls, 100 Boupon, or 100 free polls, 80 Boupon, as well as other in-game rewards such as an A-rank agents. These are for the pre-registration, partly. So you can see how it breaks out. So the polychromes are basically the basic rolling currency. So this would be like Primo Gems. And then the encrypted master tape are the pulls for the limited banner, and then the master tapes are for the standard banner. They're having a banner that is, or I should say, I'll get to that in a second. And then of course the Boupons are for pulling those little rabbit character guys who will help you out. And then we're also getting apparently a free Corin agent. We're apparently getting quite a few free characters actually to start off with, so that's pretty good. If we go into some of this, yeah, here is the pre-registration rewards, right? So we're getting Denny's, Master Tapes, Bupons, more Master Tapes, Corin, and more Master Tapes, which this will work for the beginner banner, basically. They also have the login event. So this one is going to be giving you 10 standard pulls. And then this one will give you the 10 limited pulls, which will be good to either pull if you're looking, if you want to get Ellen, or I'll have to get used to their names, but or you can save it for other characters. I'm going to be saving mine for Miyabi whenever she comes out. Hopefully not too soon because I won't have time to save up. But we have that. They're also having a few more. Here is a complete second 7-day check-in event to claim. So we're getting all of these, which is really nice. We're also getting more Bupons. And let's, yeah, this one is when you get to certain levels. So basically kind of as a reward, it's like, oh, here's 2 free 10 pulls. These, of course, are for the standard and for the Bupons. Get those. Oh, they also have a redemption code, which will be, usable once the game goes live. But you'll be able to get some Polychrome, some Denny's, which are basically the Aura/gold. And then I believe this, I think, is like level up materials for your characters, like event EXP, and then this one is EXP for your weapons. This one won't go bad too super quickly, but it's kind of like make sure you use it, because you don't want to miss out on that type of stuff. Let's. What was? Oh yeah, here we go. This is the stable channel where basically they're doing a new player discount. So very similar to how they did it in Genshin, where it was like, oh, here you get, a discount for like 20% discount. So you can get a 10 pull with just 8 pulls. And same thing. It says when performing signal search on the stable channel for the first time, the first 5 consecutive 10 searches cost 20% fewer master tapes for 8 master tapes each time. New player guaranteed. The first S-rank signal proxies obtained on the stable channel is guaranteed to be an agent, and S-rank signal is guaranteed within the first 50 signal searches. This channel is a stable channel. The search count for guaranteed signals in this channel is effective only in the stable channel and is independent of and unaffected by other types of channels. S-rank channelist is Grace, Rhea, Coletta, Nekomata, Soldier 11, and Lycoon. That's how you say his name, Lycoon. Which and then this is the standard banner, I believe, here. So they're having that, which is really nice. I don't know. Let's see. They have. Yeah, here we go. Close these. These are the standard S rankers. So we have Grace, Rhea, Coletta, Nekomata, Soldier 11, and Lycoon. I want Lycoon. I think he looks really cool. Also, of course, we canines gotta stick together. The others are really cute too. I think if I was to rank it, I definitely would put Lycoon first, followed by Nekomata, and then probably Coletta, because I kind of, her fiery whole poof with her hair is kind of cool. Followed by Rhea, then Grace, and then Soldier 11. I think that's my path I'm going to take. But what's neat too about this is that even if I end up not getting one that is on my top, they do have the same thing, as you can see here, where when you're pulling on the standard banner, once you accumulate 300 on the standard banner, just like in Honkai Star Rail, you will get to pick one of these. So even if I don't get Lycoon by the time I reach those 300 pulls, I will be able to get it. I will say, though, the same thing I said for the Honkai Star Rail, though. Do not go and use up your little banner currency to be rolling on standard banner. Only use already given to you standard pulls, because it is not worth it rushing and for the standard characters. Because the thing is you're supposed to very slowly chip away at this one. Because the thing is, if you chip away at it and you're using your polychromes on the limited banners instead of the standard, then it's kind of like, oh, by the time you get to the 300, you might be missing one or two, right? So, like, for example, if let's say I was pulling on this banner and chipping away at it, and it took me like 6 months, and I end up getting Lycoon, Soldier 11, Nekomata, and Paletta, right? And it was like, if we had these two left, I'd be like, oh, I never got Rena, or I never got Grace, let me pick one of those. Of course, if you don't really want any, or you only want one or two of these, you could go and be like, oh, I got, let's say Lycoon, and I want a constellation of him. And so you'd pick him at your 300. But, like I said, honestly, I really wish that they would put something like this in Genshin. I'm still missing Kaching. And they do have 6 5-stars now on the standard banner. So, I mean, even if they put it in Genshin and it was like right now, and it was like, oh, okay, work on getting to 300, it would still be like worth it, because then it would be kind of like, okay, I will just slowly chip away and work on getting Kaching, or work on getting, whichever. So they have that. Of course, the first limited banner is going to be Ellen, which I thought was interesting. They actually tell you what the 4-stars or the A rankers are. They only actually have 2 A rankers on here, which I thought was kind of interesting. They don't usually have 3 on their banners, but this one they only have 2. So you're having these 2 for the first one, and then for the second limited banner, which is Zhu Yuan, you're going to have Big Ben, and you're going to have or Ben Bigger, I should say. His name is Ben Bigger. Not Big Ben. I keep calling him the clock in London. No, his name is Ben Bigger. And then you have this lady. I don't remember what her name is. Slips my mind. I think actually these 2 characters, and I think this one is gonna be free at some point in, like, as a new starter character bit. I don't know exactly how you get them quite yet, but apparently they are free. So if you're trying to save up for somebody else, and you're like, oh, but I really want her, it's like you'll probably end up getting her for free at some point in the 1.0. So you have with that, which is really nice. Here they're talking about the W engines. So we're having the one for Ellen, and we're also having the one for Yuan. Yeah. And then you also have the Bangaboo. That's what it is, the Bangaboos. You use boopons on the Bangaboos. But they have this little nice guy in a suit. Have that. And to be honest, I don't know if they have a standard Bangaboo, because it seems like they only have 1 currency for the boopons. So it's sort of like, I don't know if this guy is like specific for a character. Let's see. Okay, S-rank Bangaboo selection. Proxies needs like 1 S-rank Bangaboo before signal searching on the Bangaboo channel. When an S-rank Bangaboo is obtained through a signal search, it is guaranteed to be the previously selected S-rank Bangaboo. Once you select an S-rank Bangaboo, you can switch targets without resetting the number of signal surges, allowing you to retain your guarantee. Okay, so yeah, so it's a guarantee. Yeah, and the pity is 80. So yeah, basically you click it and then it's like, oh, which one do you want to go for? Which one do you want to pick? And then you just kind of book it into kind of like a what is it called on the weapon banner? Etemonized path. Basically like that. This is just one of them, but there's others. I'm assuming they're gonna maybe update this every once in a while, but these little guys are kind of like assistants, help you out. Yeah, cute little dudes. Let's see. Yeah, this is the music platform that we were listening to. That one that was on the stream. It was really cool. Story plot update prologues through chapter 3 now available. So they actually went up to chapter 3. It says agent story plot update. So we're gonna have Nekomata, Grace, Coletta, Lacoon, Rena, and Soldier. 11 story quests. We'll get to see what happened to poor Lacoon. I'm pretty sure he lost his legs. That's why his legs below are metal, because it doesn't look like he's wearing a suit or mechanical legs over his real ones. It looks like he basically lost both of his legs below the knee. And whatever happened to him, he also lost his eye because he only has one eye because the other one's all covered up. So I'm like, oh, what this poor puppy man go through? So, especially too, because he's so polite. You know, he's such a good guy. He's like, I am a butler with Victoria Housekeeping, and so on. So I'm like, oh, this poor dude. So you have that, and then I think here are some of the events. Like, okay, so yeah, they're showing up Luminia Square, which I like. This is nice. It's nice that you'll be able to run around. It's not just, you know, go in, fight, come out, go in, fight. It's like, okay, come out, get to wander around, talk to people, go to shops. You know, apparently you kind of get to go on like little, you can call up your agents and be like, oh, you want to hang out? And they'll be like, sure. And then you go hang out and stuff like that. So kind of like mini hangout date things. See what's this one? All 0, you'll need to collect various powerful resonai, overcome unknown challenges, overcome unknown challenges and earn awesome rewards. So they gold mine reward preview, unlock Hollow 0 after beginning chapter 1 mission. So it kind of looks like a permanent one. Like, someone saw this and they went, "Welcome back, Baizu." I was like, holy cow! It does kind of look like Baizu, doesn't it? It's in it. They're all in a kind of panty and stocking design. But I'm like, it does kind of look a little bit like Baizu, doesn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, so here's the Oni girl. So GU Defense. Participate in the event and complete the third frontier in stable node to obtain A rank agent Sokayu, which is the little blue Oni girl that is part of Miyambi's team. So I think this was kind of like the I don't really remember. It was like this kind of like Spiral Abyss slash simulated universe slash Elysium Realm, that type of gameplay. So you have that. Oh yeah, and then this one where they're going to London. So it's like, okay, you know, have fun, everybody in England, or that's close enough to London. Definitely not me, but that's Add that. We'll watch these videos in a minute, but yeah, this is the pre-release special program. Apparently, it's like 30 minutes of sort of like ads, I think.
拥有独特本领，在漆黑的球体，它是一种未知的高危超自然灾害。
I guess it's like they have these ads here, but then maybe they did that on the Twitch, because when I watched it on YouTube, they just jumped right into the special program. They didn't have any of those little ads and stuff. So let's see. They also did some actor reveals, Hoyo Fest, or voice actor or reveals. I gotta see if a lot of these people have Twitter accounts, because I like to follow the voice actor, just to kind of see what they're doing, especially because it seems that MiHoYo encourages at least the English voice actors to do stuff together. So, for example, like in Genshin, they tend to play Among Us if they have enough people who aren't super busy. In let's see. For Honkai Star Rail, I've seen them play, what's that game? Lethal Company. I've seen a small group play Lethal Company, and so on. So it's the Cloud Quintet on top of that. You have all the voice actors. You have Jing Yuan, Jing Lu, Dong Heng, and Blade, voice actors, all playing Lethal Company, which it is as it sounds. The guy who plays Blade does get killed a lot. There's a running joke that Blade just wants to try everything to figure out if anything actually will permanently do him in, because that's his whole thing in the game. So there you go with that. So that's the whole thing with there. So now what we're gonna do, let me close some of these. Okay, and so now we're gonna take a look. I feel kind of silly because I found out that there's a play all button on people's channels. So I was like, oh, you mean I can actually just play all of these? Don't know how long it's gonna take, but it starts getting too late. We'll pause it. We'll probably skip over like some of the longer ones, like this 18-minute one. We'll probably skip over and just watch it later. I just kind of want to look at all the trailers, because I realized the other day that I haven't actually watched most of these. I was so distracted by other things, and I should say it was kind of a mix, I guess, of hearing about the game and then waiting and waiting and waiting for it to come out, and for the Twitter page and everything to basically be radio silence most of the time, that when they finally did put stuff out, I didn't even notice, because I was so used to them just being radio silent. So now I'm going back and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's quite a lot of other stuff that they put in that I didn't notice. So we're gonna play this. Hopefully for you YouTube people, it doesn't silence them, because I know that Twitch does do a thing where if they notice copyright-ish music, they will mute it, and so you won't be able to hear anything from the stream, either the video or myself talking. So hopefully that won't happen. But for you two people who are watching, you get the actual full show here. So because you would only watch it live. So let us open some big screen there. All right, so this is the very first one that they put out. Let's take a look at this one. This is kind of like the time to get hyped.
ほど重視分外で強制フォロー災害が発生し
敵の個体が増加一掃するターゲットロックオン
標準よし発射出力全開おとなしくしてろ
任せてどけどけ10倍返しよ息の合った連携プレイ私の出番よ爪を研ぎに来たぞ
店長次はどの方向に行けばいいんだ
I like the music for this stuff too. He always puts out really good music. So, yeah, so that was the very first one they put out, and it's kind of interesting to me that Miyabi isn't like in the game right away when she was been shown from like the beginning, but but I'm assuming she's going to be in like 1.1 or even like 1.2. It would be ironic if she ends up being like she's the one I want, and they hold on to her for like until 3.0 or something. They Baizu her. That's what I call it now. Whenever there's a character I really want and they never seem to come out until like way later, it's they Baizu'd them. But yeah, so really cool stuff. It's really nice. They have all these really cool characters, and like I said, the music is really good too. So there is that first one there. We're going back, of course, from oldest to best, so. Fucking guys too, huh? Oh, and robots.
燃やしましょうレッツゴー最終ターゲット排除
They're in their moves. They look pretty good. Yeah, apparently this is one of the mini games you do when you that one was very short. That last one is like one of the mini games you do when you start into the actual playing aspect of the game. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say, first off, I love Billy. He's just so silly. Really cool character. And I have a feeling, of course, that the Cunning Hairs are probably going to be sort of like one of our main groups that we interact with, because they're in like almost all of the advertisements and things. It's like, yeah, this character Ambi is the face of the icon for Zenless Zone Zero. So yeah, these guys are probably going to be like right up there. They're going to be like the Mondstadt, or maybe even like the Astral Express crew of this group, of this game. So they're all pretty cool. I like them. And then this one is,
こんなに仕入れるなら
this one's like 18 minutes long. So it seems like it's showing a lot of gameplay and stuff, which is good. Oh, but I think we'll watch this one later. Just because it's so long, so over that one. Dead. Kind of cute. Hang out with Ambi. Oh yeah, they apparently have a bunch of little mini games and stuff in the game too, so. Cool. Like I said, the music's really good. I know some people were like, you can only run around in the main world as the MC, and they were kind of bummed about that. But on the other hand, it's like, that's the only time you get to play with the MC. The MC is not a fighter. They're basically like the doctor in Arknights. They don't go onto the field. They are the director from the background. So it's like, if they don't get to be the ones that run around here, you're never gonna see them. So I think it's a fair trade.
Check out the menu. You name it, I make it. Well, seems like... want some more?
I like these. They're
A mellow tune evokes 100.
I like this. It's very like vibrant and lively. I will say that that's what it is. It's vibrant and lively. Also, I like this NPC. I like her, and I like the one bunny lady. So yeah, she's the tuning of your artifacts or whatever. So yeah, we're probably going to see her a lot. But I like her. I think she's really pretty.
Aromas. What a perfect mix.
Asha, that's her name.
Hey, you here to play? Welcome to Godfinger. First off, read through our store policy, please. Well, if you want a match against me, that can be arranged.
I like her design. She seems really cool. Oh, it's Snake, huh? Oh boy.
Copy that.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, because when you look at Lycoon's legs and everything, certain things like he can open up thrusters and things like that. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way his actual legs and feet are fitting into those, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any lower legs. It makes sense too, because of the fact that he's like has a big eye patch over part of his face. He probably lost his eye and also got probably really burned. So I don't know what his backstory is, but I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and say like, oh yeah, he ends up being into a horrible accident or a fight or something, and that's why he ends up having those instances, which I think is really cool because it kind of shows that, you know, yes, even if you are not whole, even if you have these disabilities, you can still do things, and so that's actually really, really nice. So there's like, we got Lycoon, he is supporting the disabled and the furries. Doubly if you're a disabled furry. So that's actually pretty neat.
Copy that.
Watch your back.
Just one strike. Target acquired.
Take a minute to reflect on the pain.
Well, that's not good.
Too bad. Miss me. Here she goes. It's over.
Fire's ready.
No way out for you.
Scorch 'em. Just one strike.
You can't escape.
Target acquired.
Now I gotcha.
Roger that.
See?
Open fire!
Yeah, so oh, here's the anime, one of the anime conventions they went to. The cosplayers they get are always really good.
What the? client this time is Bellabog Industries?
What trouble have they gotten into?
The machine came alive and started attacking him. That's definitely an issue. The little rabbit guys are so cute.
Are you ready?
It looks fun. Oh, here. Well, that looks like a boss if I've ever seen one.
We only took what you took! You really don't need to treat it so seriously! They're here.
You see those little thugs? Go! Take them down!
Watch out!
Uh-oh.
People on the streets often say the kind of life we live comes with a price. Seems like today, it's my turn to pay it. Now buckle up, because the story of my life is a real roller coaster.
Oh, it's on my belly.
Where do I even begin? I'm Billy. I'm a battle android, although a more accurate description would be intelligent tactical unit with firepower-based area suppression capabilities. I was made using lost technology. Lost technology? That's a good one. More like high maintenance costs. That's what our boss would say. But I think it makes me sound cooler, like a pro. Oh, my current boss is Nicole. Yep, the one with pink hair, hitting people with her suitcase.
Yeah, her.
But Nicole wasn't always my boss. According to my memory bank, I used to live in New Eridu's outer ring, serving a man with lofty ambitions. He bought me from a group of drifters, named me Billy, and gave me a mission. I'm not bragging. I was infamous back then. Some thugs would cower in fear upon hearing my name. Thinking back, oh, look at her go. That's Andy. She's my coworker too. Yeah, she knows how to swing a sword. Huh? Wait, the bullet's already reached her. I haven't finished my story yet. I was supposed to stick to the outer ring, but some things went down and my first home fell apart. So I ended up an aimless combat weapon once again. I had a long talk with the people who were following my boss, and in the end they decided to let me go. Then, whoa, hey Bullet, could you slow down a sec? I'm wrapping up here. Where was I? Freedom. Yeah, so I had a taste of freedom, went on a journey alone. With 2 guns from a friend, I made New Eridu my fresh home. Amidst the chaos and strife, people needed someone who cares. Then, by a weird twist of fate, I hooked up with the Cunning Hares. I had no idea the ending would be so fast-paced, but no time for regrets now. If it helps me get out of this alive, I swear not to watch Starlight Night again!
Oh, so close!
What? I didn't know you're such lousy shots! I take my promise back. I can't wait to watch Starlight Night!
Yeah, that's his big thing apparently.
So be my gas, I will gas, be 3, 2, 1, let's spread. So be my gas, I will gas, be 3, 2, 1, let's spread.
As far as I can pick up from that whole thing with the Starlight Night bit, he's kind of similar to like Romani Archman and the whole Magimari thing, and it's like, oh, he's really into Magimari and stuff like that, and this guy is the Starlight Knight, so so there you go.
Let's 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
Huh? The sun's up already?
Yeah. Did you sleep well?
I wouldn't say so. Work's been a bit much recently.
You work so hard. I hope today's a little slower.
Yo, yo, yo! Good morning, ladies! Rise and grind. Come on, Starlight Nice! Transformation!
Hey, hurry up, Billy. Just get your guns and let's get this over with.
Oh, okay, I'm coming! No time for a transformation again. Never mind. Bad guys are waiting for a beating. Let's go! Let's go big and light up the star.
Was that the guns talking? You work so hard. Yeah. Also, too, like Billy, he moves in kind of this sort of wiggly, jiggly type way, which is kind of interesting considering he's supposed to be like robot. So you would think he'd move very stiffly, but no, he's got so much personality. He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna be Jello. It's kind of funny.
So be my gas, I will let you gas. 3, 2, 1, let's play a little game. Watch out, straight to danger. Can't taste that. All around the phone with it. It's ready to create the fast and natural. Time sticking, a time bomb. Beware, here and there, so here alone. On the way to the afterline. To get free, 21st night. Trust the list, here's the list. A chance to miss, feel like a mess. Infuse the essence, depend the casting. Bring money, work from rock to rock. On the sun of Mirage, so be my gas, I will let you gas. 3, 2, 1, sing, red, dang, rest. You'll never die, so I'm live.
Oh.
Oops. Oh, I was right. The guns are talking.
Haha! Piece of cake! Reloading complete. Round 2.
It's showtime!
Moving up.
So be my gas, I will gas. Be 3, 2, 1, let's play. So be my
Job
gas.
done. That wasn't so bad.
Let's 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
But he's
Yo, 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 ladies! Good job today, as always. As a reward for your hard work, I got you some high-quality gun oil. Let me look for it.
Hey, did you hear? We're getting some gun oil. Hope it's the thick, rejuvenating one.
I'd rather get the lighter oil. It absorbs faster.
Look, it's a collab between 3 Gates Military Tech and Starlight Night. Buy 4, get 1 free. It even came with an exclusive poster.
Cheap stuff.
Come on now, self-care time. Feeling relaxed? If only you could speak.
Aww. They're speaking and he can't hear them. Yeah, that's interesting too, because he's an A rank character, so it's nice to see how basically popular he kind of is, even though he's not going to be an S rank. So. Yeah. I know when people saw the whole thing with Bellabog Industries, they're like, wait, Bellabog? Because at that point, Honkai Star Rail hit came out, and they were like, oh my gosh, they share the same name with Bellabog on Eurilo 6 in Honkai Star Rail, so kind of funny. Let's see, how many of these more are there? Okay, so about 10-ish. Uh-oh.
7 seconds. In about 7 seconds, I'm going to fall into that black mass. That's a hollow. These disasters are happening around the world. Whenever possible, you should stay away from them. Me, I can enter them without issue. Because... It all started a few days ago. I was enjoying my lunch while waiting for instructions from my employer, the odd job agency, Cunning Hares. This is Nicole, leader of the Cunning Hares, and my superior. Under her leadership, the Cunning Hares have prospered.
In the red again! We need a well-paying job, or the Cunning Hares are gonna go bankrupt!
Take it easy, Nicole. It's hardly the first time. You should be used to it.
Oh, gee.
This man, correction, android, is Billy. He's also a member of the Cunning Hares, and my colleague. He's agile and reliable in a fight.
Stop talking nonsense, Billy. Are you trying to imply that I'm not a good leader? The Cunning Hares have high operating costs. Like feeding you weirdos!
Here. I went through a lot of trouble to get you this commission. Recover the strong box, and my client will pay you enough to keep the Cunning Hares in business. Deal?
Wait a minute. That's easy for you to say. But that thing's in Red Fang Gang's hands. They're nuts and they don't mess around.
It's your choice. I'm not the one about to go bankrupt.
Uh-oh.
You know how to contact me if you change your mind.
Nicole is an experienced leader who rarely makes rash decisions.
Let's go! We've got a strong box to steal.
This is one of those rare times.
Uh-oh. Those are the rare times.
Get them!
Those Red Fang jerks are on our tail! Faster, Billy!
Don't let them get away!
Are you buckled up, boss?
We aren't even going that fast.
Cut them off at the next corner! Go, go, go! End of the road!
Tell that to my friend!
Oh my.
I got it, Nicole.
Ha! Good job! Head for that building ahead as planned.
Awesome! We actually did it!
Everything is going smoothly.
Ha ha! The Red Fang Gang are nothing compared to my plan.
Right. Another win for the Cunning Hares. Or it should have been.
Uh-oh.
Abby! Billy!
In about 7 seconds, I'm going to fall into that black mass. That's a hollow. These disasters are happening around the world. Whenever possible, you should stay away from them. Me, I can enter them without issue. Because I'm a member of the Cunning Hares, an expert in dealing with all hollow-related matters. Anby, Damara.
Yep. He's the face of Zenless Zero. Oh, no. This is just a trailer. We're watching all of the Zenless Zone Zero, like, little videos as kind of like a hyping up for the game. The pre-download is starting tomorrow on the 2nd, and then the game itself will be playable on the 4th, depending on your time zone and so on. But I realized the other day, I was like, hey, we have actually haven't watched these, so we're watching them right now to just have some fun with them before we go and finish up Hot Cocoa Corner. So some of them are really good. Or in fact, all of them are really good, but some of them are better than others. They're fun. I think we have about like 9 of them left.
Anby, what's our target this time?
A special kind of bamboo.
I heard it's worth a lot.
A chance to fill our pockets.
Then what are we waiting for?
Okay? You guys ready? Let's go! I'm the diamond. I'm the ring. I'm the treasure. A little bit tricky. I know your secret. I draw
Yeah, I know a lot of people like Nicole.
Another success. Vicious dogs within. Oh, this is for one of their mini games. Ever since I picked up my first coin, I've liked Denny's. That round piece of metal, shinier than a mirror. Its weight in my hand, so reassuring. It was one of the few nice things we ever got to have at the orphanage. So I immediately went to show it to my best friend. They kept her in the innermost room. She had accidentally gotten lost in a hollow once, and unfortunately, she was afflicted with terminal ether corruption.
Sir, may I go outside?
Oh, of course. I'll find a way to get a protective suit for you.
You're kidding. That would be super expensive.
Aww.
I just wanna see the sun one last time.
As a friend, how could I ignore that? Was money for this suit all we needed to allow her wish to come true? She'd really be able to see the sun again? I rallied all the kids from the orphanage I could to help me collect Denny's. From one street corner to another, scavenging among houses. We set out at dawn and worked until the evening glow. Despite our hard work, all we managed to gather was barely enough to fill my little bag.
Nicole, let's just forget it.
What are you talking about? We can't give up now. Keep going.
But it's impossible. How do you expect us to get enough money just by picking it up on the streets?
Besides, the sun's about to set. Getting more money won't stop it.
Of course I knew what little we had wasn't enough to buy even a piece of that suit. But luckily, I've always been a clever little kid. You're right. We
we won't be able to get enough to buy that suit. So, should we go back? There should still be enough time to say goodbye. Hold on. We can't afford a protective suit, but we can still buy that. That round piece of metal, shinier than a mirror. Its weight in my hand, so reassuring. Because of it, I made my best friend's wish come true. This was when I fell in love with Denny's. They can even let you buy hope.
Such a riveting story! Nicole of the Cunning Hairs!
Oh, geez, that's so sad. Oh. I mean, I'm glad they were able to show the friend the son, but holy cow, it was sad.
I knew the rumors weren't true. They were saying you're a cold-hearted cheapskate.
Oh? So we have an understanding?
Of course. This story is proof you're a compassionate and honorable individual. I appreciate your understanding in regard to the overdue commission fee. We'll make up for it with the next payment.
Tisk tisk. You didn't get it after all. The moral of the story is, pony up the cash, or my childhood friend's gonna be meeting you real soon. Considering your willingness to cooperate, we'll settle for the interest for now. Andy, Billy, we're done here. Let me see how much. Oh, you're worth.
I miscounted. It's more like 15 left.
Nicole? Why wasn't I invited to the party? Hmm? Looks like the party isn't over. Get to it.
Cool.
Amazing! Flawless camera work! Such smooth editing! Nicole, Ambi, what did you think? Didn't I shoot it just like the Starlight Night series?
You're blocking the screen! Sit down! Forget the editing. Why didn't you come help me when those thugs were attacking me and Ambi?
Didn't you tell me to record it?
You idiot! Where were you gonna show it if something happened to me and Ambi? At our funeral? Our dads can get a
Burger.
Use your head next time!
You're like, burger. Cute. go into this one. How far are we? Actually, you know what? I think we'll pause it there because it's getting a little late, and we can save some more for later. So, all right. Well, thank you all so much for coming to this Hot Cocoa Corner. I will see you tomorrow. The plans are we're going to try to play Wuthering Waves at 8 tomorrow. See if it actually will work along with my model. If not, I'll just turn my model off and everything, but hopefully it'll actually work. And then Wednesday will be Genshin, Imaginary Theater. Thursday will be the Zenless Zone Zero debut at 10. And Friday will be the Genshin 4.8 stream, either at 7 or 8, or possibly even 9, depending on when they decide to air it, because they kind of change it depending on, I guess, to make it so that more people can see it and so on. So there you go. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Thank you for coming.